Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you can hear me. Let me know in the chat how you're doing, where you're connecting from. And let me see, I'm on my phone here, so I'm trying to see. Okay, I think we're good. So, hi, welcome. How's everyone been? How is everyone feeling? I know that we had this live yesterday, but I had to change it because I'm traveling and I couldn't make it on time. But I hope you guys can join us today. And I just wrote, hi Lisa, nice to see you. I just wrote a brief energy update and I posted it on my community tab here on YouTube. And for those of you who are signed up for my newsletter on my website, you probably got it there. And I was just doing a brief recap about the energies so far. Hi. You can let me know in the chat where you're connecting from if you want. We can do some grid work. So I was just doing a brief recap because this summer was very intense energetically. Hi Lorraine. So nice to have you here. And yeah, we have been going through a lot. A lot of the planets were retrograde and the energy was very, a bit like heavy, slow purification. For me, it almost felt like a repeat of last year's energetics, a bit less intense than last year, but sort of like purging out and releasing these old timelines, and a bit like transforming even on a cellular level. I felt a lot of our bodies being repaired, our bodies being transformed and prepared, and releasing the energy that we had been holding and the karma to some extent. Hi SY from Berlin. Wie geht's? I lived in Berlin a long time, like 10 years, and a long time ago, so nice to have people from Berlin here. That's actually where my whole spiritual awakening journey occurred. It was pretty tough back then, but it was lovely. Oh, Wisconsin, Akanksha, India, beautiful. So we have been doing a lot of releasing. Oh, sorry guys, that's my cousin's dog, Finn. He always barks at the neighbors, so I hope there are not so many neighbors outside right now. He's a big baby, but he is like a wolf. He's really, really big, so he has strong lungs and he barks real loud. Yes, but yeah, I love Berlin. I loved being in that city. I lived there for about 10 years, so it's really nice. Hi Jay. There are still some mini sessions available if you would like one. You can just send the donation via PayPal and let me know your question here. Okay. Hi. Okay. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. So anyway, it's been a bit harsh this summer for everyone. If you have been feeling a bit slow, a bit like even perhaps having like reverberations of problems or issues that you faced last year, and then this year it came like to a close, or it came to like a final decision, or perhaps a final ending of a cycle. also in divine counterparts, it has been pretty intense. We have been seeing so many shifts and acceleration in the path. I see, especially now, like in my private sessions and in my classes, I have seen so many divine feminine awakening and really stepping into mission. Like there is no more confusion, there is no more doubting the path, and especially our unique path, you know. Oh, for Tina, I have a PayPal link that you can send to if you want. Let me see if I can write it here on the chat. But it's basically paypal.me/AKONGKAR. Ekonkar. It's a bit hard. But let me see if I can write it here. Or if someone who's here knows, you can also see it in the description box below this video. It should be listed there if I'm not mistaken. I think my PayPal is there. Yeah, it should say donations for mini healings. Okay, and kindly let me know if you do the donation, and you can just post your question here so I can, or the theme that you have, or you can also say, you know, whatever comes up, and I will focus on each one of you in the second part of this live. So talking about the divine counterparts and everything we've been facing. Hi, Tabby. I have seen so many divine feminine, like really going on their path, really going on mission, and really, you know, just being in that goddess energy. You know, 2023 we were preparing with the feminine energy. 2024 it has been a lot of transformation for the divine masculine, and they have been going through the dungeons and the floors and, you know, kind of like this odyssey journey, and we have been holding space for them as they were holding space for us. Of course this is collectively, and hi Miriam. Hi Marjan. Hi Dee. Hi beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad to see everybody here connecting. It's been a while, I know. I was a bit away from YouTube as well, I guess this past 2 years. It was also because I experienced a lot of things in my own personal counterpart journey, and there were some moments of a lot of grief and death, and so I tried to, you know, stabilize my energies as much as I could to be there for all of my programs and all the sessions that I was offering. And I didn't have as many resources as I had in other times where I could be doing both or 3 things and holding space for my counterpart. We faced quite a bit of challenges. Some of you know, my goddesses who joined me in the goddess retreat in Mexico, we had some time to heal and do really amazing divine feminine heart healing work. So it was like a rebirth, and yeah, for me it was a whole, like, I think, you know, like I died and I was reborn again, a bit like the phoenix rising from the ashes after some, you know, deaths in the family, deaths of my beloved pet, my darling Ceci, my dog. She passed away. So there were many things that just, you know, came together, and I had to take a little bit of time for myself to heal. So that's why I wasn't here as much. But now I feel like slowly everything is coming into alignment again, and I feel more strength, and the more strength that I have, the more that I can share with you, right? That's part of the healer's path. So we keep going, we keep rising, and also for all of you who are healers, light workers, sensitive souls, it's okay to take, some time for yourself. It's okay to not always be, at your highest or best. And it's okay to know when you have to nurture yourself too, before going out there and nurturing others. And I know this is a tough one for us as healers. We want to continue at the same level all the time. But we do need to balance ourselves, and we really need to nurture ourselves, our bodies, our souls, and take care of our inner children as well. Like that little girl or that little guy inside of all of you. We need to take care of them, and then we can be strengthened. Mm-hmm. Yes, dear Tina, it says soul rising. Oh, thank you, DJ. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, we've all have had, and death is um, part of life, right? Even losing things, discovering things, finding things, having things, and then releasing. It's all part of the cycle. And thank God, if we make it through and we are strong and courageous in our path, we become even stronger each time. So hopefully that's the case for everybody out there too. And yeah, so a lot of things happening with divine counterparts. I have also seen a lot of people just, starting to realize that the person is just a person, it's just another, physical embodiment of this greater energy, which is the divine feminine or the divine masculine, which at the top, it's also connected, it's also union energy. So we're all part of it. And when we really see it that way, in a way of unity consciousness, we no longer need to attach to a specific person as much, or there's this lack or fear mentality changes towards love and compassion and understanding that we're all in different journeys, and sometimes you align with the person and sometimes you don't, or sometimes one is going on this wavelength and the other changes to that one. So that's also life, and I think that's an important a lesson or discovery for all of us as humans, to understand that sometimes letting go doesn't mean loss or death or suffering. Sometimes letting go means a happy release, or it means freedom, or it means more love. It means divine love, it means divine understanding and truth. So I have seen many divine feminines coming to that conclusion, especially in regards to having a specific person. And the moment that they release that, it's like this other person, comes in, this new embodiment, this new representation. And I think that's part of trusting our processes, trusting God, and trusting our own journey, trusting who we are as divine beings in a human body, and also trusting, the divine plan that is there for us, that we set up, for ourselves as a soul, as a being of divine intelligence. Divine intelligence means that our intelligence at the soul level goes beyond the mind. It goes beyond reason. It goes beyond intellectualizing things. So when we listen to that, our deep, deep knowing, you will know. You will know. Maybe deep down you already knew. This is, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Or my soul is inviting me to grow even more, to expand even further, to go into, an amazing adventure where I have no idea what's going to happen. And, it's different for everyone, but there are infinite possibilities there with you all the time. And now that I did this trip to New York, I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt, guys. Oh my gosh. Um, I just wanted to have it as a reminder because there were so many beautiful things happening there, and I was guided to go to different churches of um, Mother Mary, the Divine Feminine, doing rose work there, and I was just reminded that sometimes we think our reality is something, and we are fixated, but we're only experiencing a very very tiny aspect of what our reality could be. Or there's always this like point of entrance where we reach that consciousness and we can boom, just dive into a whole other reality. We can transform our life. We can, you know, live our dreams. We can really create miracles. That's what healing is all about for me. Like the one place where I have experienced miracles on a regular basis, on a daily basis, has been through healing. And it started with myself. I healed from many things that I thought I could never heal, that, doctors thought I could never heal. And after that, it was just one proof after the next and one step, after the other of witnessing this and being part of it. And I remember that there was a part of me that consciously decided to be part of this, where I said, yes, I do believe in miracles, and I do believe in, full remission, and I do believe that I can change my life, I can change my destiny, I can, be everything that I always wanted to be, in the most profound sense, in the most spiritual sense, and it's kind of like a flower that it knows it's going to bloom one day, but right now it's just a little bud, or it's just a little seed, or it's just like like the orchids, it's just a little stick, it looks like a very stale stick, and then all of a sudden, when the time is right, boom, it starts to flower into this beautiful, delicate, magical thing, and it brings so much light and consciousness to everyone who's around. And I think in some way we are all like that, and our souls know that they have the potential to flower and to bloom and to grow. So we're here to be in that journey and to enjoy that journey of blooming, And also the times where we have to go back into a shell and maybe release everything that we once knew, and then be born again and again and again, because that's the cycle of life, right? So let me just read some of your questions. I think I saw a question there. Okay. Golden Life says, Lana, how can I know if this person is my twin flame or not? Whenever I think of this person, I have tingling sensation in my palm and soul chakra. Please explain. Well, maybe the easiest way to know is the presence of this person bringing you further into your awakening as a soul? I mean, there are so many definitions about what twin flame is and what a twin flame is or not. For me, it's just a template, and it's sort of like the discovery of something within you that perhaps you haven't healed, that you get the chance to heal through this other embodiment. So usually you feel, like this person has a part of you, but the same thing happens with soulmates. Like you feel like you already know them. The thing that I differentiate with twin flames is that there is a very, very strong pull, but also strong pull to face your karma, to go through your lessons, to expand in wherever you are lacking. And usually it's a shared experience. So, we have heard about the whole triggering, like you trigger one another. But beyond the triggers and beyond what unfolds, the main purpose is to bring you closer to your own self and to God. So sometimes, someone who carries twin flame energy it can be a very volatile energy, or it can be an energy that even like shocks you a little bit, or it really makes you face your triggers, and not always in the best way. Like sometimes it can be very hard, because you're humbled in a way, and not exclusively by the person, but by the experience itself. And there is like a opportunity for you to bring your power back. Usually they will, like any relationship, I think really any relationship is an opportunity for us to grow, to expand, to become better people, and to experience God in another being who we get to be so close to, and we get to really know. But then the other person has to be aligned too, and the other person has to have done their work as well, or be willing to do the work. And especially in any relationship where you're being profound and you're being intimate and you're coming close, triggers are going to surface, problems are going to surface. So it's really important, to if the relationship is meant to be healthy and strong and beautiful, that you, like both parties, are willing to work on the relationship. And that begins with acknowledgement. Acknowledge the relationship, acknowledge the love, acknowledge the will to be in that relationship and to be there even when things get difficult. And then, there's a whole dance of the like 3D or, material world relationship. But it's as important as the whole spiritual aspect. Because unless they're both aligned, it's very difficult for that relationship to ground in the physical and to be a healthy relationship. So we learn through these connections to navigate both the spiritual and the physical. But we can't, focus just on one and discard the other. It's just like for healing the body. Like if you want to heal something within yourself, you have to take account like of everything that you are. You can't just see the body, focus only on the body, and not address the spiritual, energetic issues, the psychological issues, the emotional issues. You have to address everything. We are beings that are whole. We are like a unified field. So we have to address the whole field, not just a portion of it. And when we tend to over-focus on the spiritual, or we tend to over-focus on the material, that's when these imbalances come about. And whether it is a twin flame or not, I think it's less important in a way than what it is for you. Like what is this relationship teaching you? What is it bringing forward to you? Is it bringing out the good? Is it bringing out the bad? What happens when it brings out the bad? How do you see that person? Are you being forgiving? Are you being loving? Are you being able to handle their triggers, their issues? And, there's a whole dance when we connect. It's like two worlds colliding, like two stars colliding, literally. So there's so much that can come from that. But the important thing is that you can align your perspective and see from a neutral perspective if it's something that is beneficial for you, and if it's something that is, if it's something that is bringing you joy, that is bringing you even like further. It can also be challenging, but in a good way, in a way where you feel that this is okay, this is good. And maybe, it will be a relationship that is very challenging and you have to learn a lot. And many times that happens when we're being prepared for another relationship that will come together in like a lot of harmony, where you won't even be thinking about these things. So I guess what I want to say is that the most important thing is how you as a soul are relating to the experience. And if you are in partnership, how is that soul relating to your soul? And how are you building, how are you creating and curating that experience in life? And you know, we can do a lot of work in the spiritual, and each person that comes into your life, you know, we, like the way that I call them is markers. And I started doing this after working with my dear friend Jen from Created by Indigo, because we basically saw it's a template, the twin flame, right? So there can be many embodiments, just like we as humans are all embodiments of God, of the One. You know, even in the divine feminine, divine masculine aspect, there can be many embodiments. So yes, to answer another question, from what I believe, but please know this is just my belief. I'm not holding like the, I don't know, like the holy book on twin flame or whatever. It's just my opinion and how I see things and what I have discovered through my work with the divine feminine, divine masculine, with twin flames. For me, the energetic is the same, but it can be, you can find it in many people, in different people. And if we actually do like the research work and you start to go even like further, you can see that, you know, even like any and any person that is very close to you that holds the feminine or the masculine energy, you can see maybe even small hints of the divine masculine in that person or of the divine feminine in that person. Like maybe for you or some of you, you can see, you know, the divine feminine in your mother or in your grandmother or in your sister. And the same way we can also see the dark feminine perhaps in our mother or our sister or our grandmother, you know, because we all hold, of course, shadow and light, and we all hold that capacity to evolve into the like highest frequency, let's say. But there needs to be a process. Like evolution happens in a gradual way. We can't, you know, start here and aim to be here the next day. That's why our spiritual paths are mostly like this. You know, we go up and down and so on. But then we start holding more energy, we start holding more understanding, we start holding more consciousness. And for me, consciousness is the only way that we expand, that we heal, that we grow, that we burst through anything, let's say, you know, just like the plant moving up. It needs to break the soil to be born. And we do that continuously through our journeys in this lifetime and other lifetimes. Like our souls are ever expanding, ever evolving. So that means that we're always transforming. So if we're always transforming, our counterparts are also always transforming. And, you know, there is this infinite of possibilities of where we are going. And we might resonate with a certain counterpart or a certain person for some time, and then we may not resonate with them anymore. And then we may, you know, meet counterparts with whom we spend a whole lifetime, or maybe we have spent many lifetimes with one or with two, or, you know, but it's all for the same purpose. It's for the evolution of our souls and for us to learn the lessons that we need to learn as souls. So once we start to honor that and understand that that is part of who we are and that's part of the divine plan, then we can start to be less afraid of what's going to happen and less afraid if this is my counterpart or this is my soul or this is my twin flame or this is my boyfriend or this is my king, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's less about what it is, but what are you creating with that? What are you learning from that? How are you building your relationships? And of course, when we talk about relationship, we're going to be evolving our relationships in general. So you may meet someone that makes you reflect on your relationship to your mother or to your father, or you even start improving relationships to your friends that maybe you didn't have before because of that encounter. There are many things in which this can play out, like infinite ways, of course. But in my opinion, I do believe that the energy, like the divine masculine energy, is far greater than, you know, than to attribute it to just one person. And to explain that is, for example, if I do like the rose healing and I see the women or all of you who are here, the it doesn't matter, women or men who are attracted to the work, who are here, you show up, and when I see you, I see the divine feminine within you. Like I see your goddess self. I see, sometimes I even see like your past lifetimes or past lifetimes when we were together doing this work. I mean, that's more, my thing, because I tend to see these things. But beyond that, it's the energetic. You hold that energetic. And because you hold it, you're able to recognize it. So when we recognize the energetic of divine masculine within us, we're also able to recognize it outside. And we can see the divine masculine in each person. It can be a woman, it can be a man, it doesn't matter. And the moment that we start attributing too much to a person, and that's, I think, what happened a lot with the Twinflame journey and what happened in, like mass media, how it got propagated and everything, was like, this person is my divine masculine, my. And even just saying that, it sounds weird to me because nothing is ours in a way, like in the more spiritual sense, like trying to grasp something or hold something or say, this is me, or this is who I am. This is, of course, we can have that identity because we are an individual, we are an individuated energy here. And we get to experience that, which is beautiful. And we do get to have, like my house, my car, my apartment, my hair, my New York sweatshirt. But what of all these things is really mine? Nothing. When we leave here, when we leave this world, we're not taking any of that. Not even this suit, this bodysuit. We are taking everything that we experience as a soul. So we take everything, all the experiences, all the richness of life, we take it in our soul. That's the only part of us that actually makes it out of this world, material world, right? So even if we think of another human being, yes, it is another human being, but it's not yours. And in love, we are not meant to like possess things, That's when things become obsession, or when, things like jealousy come up, or obsession, or even limerence, and all these things that are from the mind, that come when we start to overthink or overfocus or over attribute to something. And for me, the spiritual path and being, a spiritual student means to be able to come back to self, to check through God's eyes, through God's perspective, is this really so? And how would God see that? Like, would God say, like, yes, I only made one person for you because this is the only person that you were meant to be with? Or do you think God is more, generous, and this divine intelligence that we call God is so intelligent that it knows, oh, maybe this person has learned the lessons here and this other person is not working anymore for that person to evolve. So we need to bring in a new energy. And that's just life. We do that all the time. We even, lose our teeth when we're younger, the milk teeth, or I don't know how you call them. We lose so many parts of us. Like even our hair is constantly falling. I mean, it's also growing. But there's this process of shedding and releasing what no longer serves that we automatically do. And it's so automatic that sometimes we forget that we're doing it. But just like we do it physically, we have to do it energetically as well. And being on the spiritual path, being a spiritual student means I am aware. I am not just, following what other people say. I'm not just following what that spiritual person says, or if a reader tells me this is my twin flame, then of course that's my twin flame. No, that's not being awake. That's being asleep and following into different traps, and into different worlds that will always be deceptive because they are not your own. We are here as the divine architects to create our own world, our own vision, your own unique perspective of what life is, what a human being is. That's your story to write. So I would always say, check with yourself inside and try to bring yourself to a neutral perspective where you can really assess, not from the emotions, not from the head, not from the rational, but from the soul. Is this true? Does my soul truly believe that Justin is the only person for me and that I'm never going to find love outside of Justin? Like, I think everyone who does that, who has in their heart a wish for love and to experience divine love, will automatically feel in their heart that that is not true. It's kind of like, when I was little, I asked my father, I was like, I don't know, probably like 5, 6 years old. And I asked my father, what happens after death? Because I had seen movies and I was like, well, but then what happens? Like, we die and what? And my father, because he didn't really believe anything, he's a European man who was born in 1944, so he experienced like part of the war, like the last bits of, like post-war Spain. And he just told me like, well, then nothing, then you die and nothing happens. And I was like even me as a child, I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean nothing happens? Yeah, like then you die and you get buried and nothing happens. You just cease to exist. I was like, I remember I went back to my room and I was like, my dad is so wrong. Like, that's so wrong what he just said. Hi, Allison. Oh, yes, Lorraine, and yes, Fatima. So, and then when I went, I went to my room and I started thinking about it, I started to have these, like, this intuition as a soul where I knew that I had had other lifetimes, where I knew that I had existed in different forms and shapes. And even, I remembered lifetimes where I was a man. So even for my 5, 6-year-old self, I knew that my dad, in that moment, like I knew that my dad didn't know everything because he didn't know about spirit. And, I was always very clairvoyant, so I used to talk to my spirit guides, which I called my angels or my guardian angels when I was little. So I had a lot of information for them as well, thank God, because I think if I hadn't had them, I would have probably closed my gifts way, way before, Hi, Andrew. Welcome. And this is sadly what happens to a lot of us, that we start believing what people say who have less information than we do, and we think that they have more because there are fathers or mothers, authority figures, the media, the government, whatever you want to call it. And then we start to lose our power. We start to lose ourselves in that giving away, and saying, oh yeah, well, if I had said, oh yeah, he's my father, he must be right, I probably would have had a very different childhood. But there was something holding my hand being like, no, you know what you know. So you stay true to that. Even if your father, your mother, nobody believes in what you believe. And it's not to encourage, being delusional or anything like that. I would never encourage any extreme, but it's about, okay, based on my own experience, can I say that this is true? No. Based on my own experience as a soul, what I know to be true in my soul, it's telling me this. So I'm going to go on this route until I'm proved otherwise, or until I have more information that makes me change my mind. And for me, that's always been the way to receive knowledge and digest and integrate knowledge, where you always keep the door open to expansion and to having more information, but you also lead with your intuition, with what sounds true, what resonates deep within you. Not here, and not just the emotions, but the soul. Because many times our feelings can confuse us. If we are someone, hi Andrea, maybe you are, very like a water sign, like you have a lot of emotion in your chart. Like for me, for example, my parents were Cancer, so both are Cancer. So my life was filled with a lot of strong emotions from my parents. They were very emotional, very connected. So when they were unbalanced, it was very clear, and there was a lot of chaos, and there was a lot of, stuff going on. And so we need to be able to self-regulate, and that's what our spiritual path offers to us first and foremost. That's what meditation offers us first and foremost. We meditate every day to have a clear mind, to have a stable, grounded energy, and to be able to go with the flow of life through its ups and downs and roller coasters and emotions and everything, but having a tool that brings us back to peace, to center, to calm. Like my teacher says, being the calm in the eye of the storm. It's not about being calm all the time and not reacting and not having emotions, but when emotions do show up after you have done this work, you actually start to enjoy your emotions, and your emotions don't take over you. You can enjoy being sad, you can enjoy being, euphoric or playful, or you can enjoy being angry. Like, I had this partner who was very triggered by emotions, and every time there would be like an argument, even if it was just an argument about, like a discussion, like a heated discussion of just exchanging points of views and talking about philosophy or talking about the different ways that we perceive the world. For me, that is very, very stimulating. And I don't mind being told, no, I have like a completely different view of this. I like it. I'm like, oh, well, tell me about your view. Like, what's going on? Like, how do you see this? How do you feel this? How do you interpret this? And I like that kind of like discussion and going into the depths and everything. And I remember with this partner, he would always think that I was mad at him because I was trying to keep the discussion going. But for me, it was super entertaining, and it wasn't meant, to cause any, anything negative, not at all. And I remember before this partner, I had another partner with whom we would have these conversations, and he would reciprocate. Why? Because he was emotionally regulated. So he could also, sort of like handle a normal discussion that you would have without having a negative connotation to it. But because this other partner had a negative connotation about discussions, because in his upbringing, in his family, whenever there was a discussion, there was drama, or there was trauma, or there was violence, or there was aggression. So his brain would automatically go into, survival mode. So after that, I understood, and I was like, okay, well, I understand that the level of discussion or relating, or the level of communication, has to be on a different channel with this partner, because there is an emotional dysregulation. And until that person takes care of it, probably anything that brings up that connotation is a trigger, and then, it's not really a discussion. Like, he would even be like, I don't want to discuss anything, And I would be like, oh, that's a shame. Like I was looking forward to this discussion. Um, so of course those are things that, in partnership that can happen, and then you start seeing what fits in with what. But it was just an example to show you, what happens when we actually are emotionally regulated, or we master our emotions and we're not afraid of them anymore. And we're also not afraid of the emotions of another person. Like I have been, and of course this comes from my work as well, and experience, but being a healer, being a space holder for people, you can't afford to lose your cool, and it's not even your cool, it's like lose your balance, or lose your groundedness, or lose the integrity of your energy. I told this story in Brave. Hi, Magic of Letters. Hi. Yes, Lorraine, you can relate to that. So, in Brave, I told this story of when I was starting as a healer. Brave, for those of you who don't know, is my program for Healers and Lightworkers, which is going to start in October again. In case anyone wants to join, let me know. There are links below to send your application, just FYI. And so in Brave, I talk a lot about my experiences as, a healer who is starting. And Thomas, yes, I do have a therapist, and I do work with healers all the time, and I have like my main healer too that I work with on a regular basis since I started to like heal people officially. And this is also something that we talk about in Brave and that I recommend to everyone. Just like, therapists go to therapy, and they must go to therapy. Psychoanalysts, psychologists, everyone who does that, who is in that field, goes to therapy as well. First of all, because it's, I think it's integral, but it's also needed, and it's also, for me, it's a win-win situation. It's, learning from being a student, but also learning then from being a teacher, learning from receiving and learning from giving. So it's very important, the way that I see it, to have both. It's the same coin, two sides of the same coin. So when I was starting, I remember that I was giving healings at my own house, at my own place. I was in Berlin, and people would come to my apartment. I would do healings there. And I remember I had this one patient who came, and she started telling me her story. And I was so moved and empathetic to her story, because she was telling me exactly what I went through a couple of years ago that I had been healing, that I couldn't help to, feel so empathetic towards her, and just, hug her. And then we were both crying, you know. And now I tell it as a story, which, I had to go through and had to learn how to sort of like be in that stability and being in that stable medium. Because I remember, after we hugged and I cried with her, there was a big release, and then we were able to go into the healing part. But at the same time, I realized in that moment that I had more work to do, that I wasn't as, as stable, I guess, or as rooted as I wanted to be able to hold better space for someone else. And, of course, this was when I was, starting, and there were many cases like this, and there have been cases later that were like very, very hard, and, people really going through it, and in even my own family, friends, but there's something within you when you start seeing that you can help people, that you can actually make a difference, that they can come in crying and they can leave with a smile, or that their eyes are shining bright again like a little kid. Like I have seen many of my patients that they come in and they're very sad, or they're very frustrated, or they're very worried, and their eyes look even like sad, which for me is like the soul. And then when I do the healing part, when they just lay down to receive, and we do the healing part, well, God does the healing part through me. And then they wake up again. It's like, boom, like their eyes are lit, and they look like the that innocence, that is within all of us. And for me, that is the light. Like they reconnect to that essence that they are. And healing is just a vehicle for all of us to do that. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that we can experience in healing. And we also experience, of course, having, patients that have very, very difficult things. I have had, people who have terminal illnesses, and they come a little bit like a last resort to healing because that they have tried everything, or the medical system has discarded them or has given them absolute no hope. And sometimes they find themselves, trying because their soul is saying, there's something more. Like this is, even if 1,000 doctors told me that I can't do anything else, I know in my soul that I can do something. And many times that's how they have come to me. And then there's always something that we can do. Like in the beginning, I was afraid, like, when I was less experienced, because I was like, well, what if I can't do anything? Or what if God doesn't show up for some reason, And that's many times it's the fear of the healer that, either that we're going to make a mistake, or that God is not going to be there, or that something is not going to work. Because we're human, and we do have our human part, But the moment that you become the channel for that healing, there is a certainty that comes through, which is not really from the mind or from the emotion, It comes from the soul, and it comes from being in that union with God and just allowing God to act through you and to act through that person and through the soul of that person. And then there is this absolute trust and faith and knowing that, yes, there is always something to do. There's always something to that can be healed. There's something that can be restored. There's something that can be nurtured. Like being in the presence of healing or going to a healer for me is like receiving like a direct stream from God's love to you, or to myself. When I have received healing, that's how I feel it. And I honor each and every one of the healers that, ever worked on me or ever worked on my patients. So, to tell you that when you start to really become grounded within yourself and in that trust and in that faith and God, you always see the possibilities. Like that's when you see that you're acting through love or from love. And when you start going into doubts and fear and what if this doesn't work and what if this doesn't happen and what if, that's usually coming from the mind, and that's usually coming from, a wounded place that needs attention and needs healing. So it's not to discard it, to address it, but to keep going in your faith in what you do know. Okay, so let me see if there are any other questions. Magic of Love says, you're a part of my Twinflame journey indirectly since 2020, as I didn't choose any gurus and trust divine universe. Thank you. I love your voice. Oh, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you since 2020. There was a big shift and big activation in 2020, I think, for all of us. Okay. So let me know, guys, if you have any questions till now. Yes, Fatima, God's love and grace. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Magic of Letters. I will be posting more new videos also here on YouTube again. I did a whole series that I didn't post here because it was a bit, I don't know why, but I was guided to just do it privately for those who really, really wanted to receive those teachings and clearings. And it was a lot for the divine counterpart or twin flame journey. And they are a series of healings of like 10 or 11, I think, that I have never posted here on YouTube, and they are fairly new. I created them in the last 2 months, and I plan to also expand on that series for anyone who wants to receive those. They are also like donation based, $20, most of them, on my sacred shop on my website. So if you're looking for new material, you can find it there, or you can also wait until my next free healing here on YouTube. And we're also going to have a full moon healing ceremony on the 17th, I think. Yes, I think so. If I'm not incorrect, I think it's then. And we are preparing for eclipse season, so let's get ready together. I think beautiful things are going to come. And also, before we go into healings, I just wanted to invite everyone, of course, everyone who resonates with Brave, a program for healers and lightworkers. You can go ahead and apply below. The link is down below in the video. And I'm also hosting a free masterclass where we're going to talk about more of this, but more in depth of, the healer's path, the hero's journey, lightworkers, what it means to be of service, how you can expand your service in whatever way you show up in the world. And yeah, we're going to talk about some key points about being a healer. And whether you decide to join the program or not, you're all welcome there if you are interested. And I'm also going to give a small healing, collective healing there, provide a healing for everybody who is ready to step, into their gifts, to develop, to lose the fear that we sometimes have of, really aligning with our spiritual path or with our spiritual expansion when it's calling us. But you will know, I think we all have the capacity to hear the calling when we are meant to step into our mission, or when we're meant to do a specific program or take a specific class or learn a specific thing. For me, it's all part of remembering who we are, through that other person, through that teacher, through that, friend, student, whatever it is. So you will know in your heart if you feel called to join Brave. Everyone who joins, it's a 3-month journey where you will be given all the tools that you need, and I will be there for you 100% all of the time to help you unravel your gifts, master them. For those of you who are just starting, for those of you who have been healers for a long time and you want to sort of like improve or expand your practice, both you guys are all welcome. And it's very personalized. And the goal of Brave is to have more active healers and lightworkers building their own communities, building their own audience, sharing their gifts with others, sharing their light, sharing what they have learned with others, because we cannot make it alone. And I do believe that in the coming years, we will need more and more people who are prepared and prepared to be of service and to nurture communities, to help reconcile, to help heal, to help connect many different aspects of society. And for me, that is basically what spirituality is. We go through all levels and layers, even though we seem like an isolated community sometimes, or we get a bad rep sometimes. But for me, the true meaning of spirituality is spirit, and spirit is in all of us, and it's the one thing that unites everything. And it doesn't matter what your belief systems are, your religious background, your cultural background, where you were born in this world. So, yeah. Let me see. Magical Air says, as far as I learned, we should not restrict our soul by tagging ourselves. What do you say? Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what, like for me, tagging yourself or tagging others, it's not really helpful unless it's helpful to you, or unless it's helpful to your soul, or unless it's helpful for people to find you. For example, for me, when I started this channel, I actually wrote Lana, healer, medicine woman in the title, because no one knew me, I was just starting, and I wanted to just people to know, or whoever came across me in whatever way, that there's a healer here. There is someone that you can go to if you need to, or there's someone who will listen, who will be there, you know, who will care in a way. And I know that's very delicate, but for me, having that name served me in that moment to really align with my mission and say, I'm here for people. And that's what, for me, being a healer means. It doesn't mean that, you know, I am the end all be all, or I am this and that. It means that I'm here to help. I'm here to provide a service. I'm here to provide an offering. You know, I'm here to offer something that I have cultivated, and now I'm ready to share it. So I think in that way, you know, whether you identify or don't identify as a healer, thank you. You know, I think it's more how you relate to yourself. And are you relating to yourself as a divine being? Are you relating to yourself as a human being? And there are many things that are in there. But if you are good with yourself, you know, if it's serving you, and if you're getting out there, if you are, you know, if whatever you're doing, be it a tag or not a tag, whatever you're doing is serving you, it's making you happy, it's making you peaceful, and you're also, you know, not hurting anybody, or you're even contributing or serving others, and by all means, you know. For me particularly, it's more a matter of how can we find ourselves, how can we find each other. And, you know, I do believe in magic, and I do believe in miracles, like I was saying. And, you know, sometimes I think it's about expanding, you know, and then sometimes also when we have those moments of release, it can also be a time of, you know, contracting. And, you know, oh, you're so welcome, Andrew. And I think there are moments when, you know, we need to be more sober, and, you know, in spirituality, we can go into fasting, or we can go into the mountain, or we can do, you know, a vision quest, or you can do like some days without talking to anybody, doing like silent meditation, or you can always subtract if you need to purify or detox, but then you can also expand on the things that you want to expand. You know, I think it's a balance, and I think it's something that changes in our journey depending on our needs and depending on our development and the areas that we are developing. So, you know, I don't like to judge. I think it's not about tagging or naming things, but I think it's more about judging things. And even within ourselves, you know, if we judge what we're doing, even if we're not doing anything, or if we are doing too much, if we're judging it, then the experience is being, well, sort of corrupted by that. But if we actually say, oh, well, let me just be open and receptive and see what happens if I do this, and let's experiment what happens if I do that, you know. That's also, I think, part of what we're here and why we're alive, that we get to experience and experiment life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the good, the terrible, the light and the dark. We are all experiencing it constantly, and we all have experienced it, and we will experience it. Because it's just part of the contrast that is there for now. So, you know, I think it's about how we experience it and what we make of those experiences. Yes. This is Magic and Miracles. Oh, so nice to see you, Divine. Oh, I love that you guys are here. I had missed you. I will be doing more lives, I promise. I said that last Sunday, I think. I will try to do one every weekend. I wasn't doing it Saturdays because Saturdays is usually when I teach Brave, or all of my courses are usually Saturdays because that's the day that most people have free in the morning, and we do quite intensive 3-hour, sometimes even 4-hour sessions. So that's why I am usually beat on the weekend. But right now, because we haven't started Brave yet, I'm doing these, and I hope to continue even with Brave, but I will let you guys know if it's possible. Okay. Okay. I also did some lives on Instagram, but I think not everybody who's here is over there. But if you are curious or you want to go rewatch, there are some lives there and there are some healings there too. It's a bit like the same format here, some questions and then me speaking and then healing for everybody. So yeah, let me know about the mini healings if anyone else wanted to receive a mini healing. I think Tina mentioned that. I'm going to start with my dear, hi Sun and Moon Rising. I'm going to start with Zelia, who was the first one who donated. Sorry guys, I'm a bit here improvised in the bed. This moves. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so let me just check my my account real quick to see. I think we are all booked up right now with the healings that you guys mentioned. Sorry, I'm just here on my computer. Just 2 seconds to see the order in which I'm going to do the mini healings. And for those of you who are here present, even if you didn't get a mini healing for yourself, you can still receive this healing energy if it resonates with you. Or you can just state in your mind and your heart that you receive whatever you are meant to receive from this transmission, from this healing, from these words, from the frequency of my voice, whatever it is that is for you, that is for your highest good, that you receive that, okay? And many times what happens is that these mini healings turn out to be synchronistic for most of the people in the group, so you guys receive those sort of like nuggets of healing for yourself as well. And we are all connected, so via resonance and everything, I'm sure we will all resonate with the energies. Okay, so let me just log in here. And we're going to start with Celia. Celia, let me know, are you there? And for DJ, if you want to receive a healing, you can just send your donation via the link below in this description box of the video, and we will do a healing for you too. Oh, hi Teresa. I think, did you also send a donation? Okay. Fatima, okay. The other ones of you who are here, you can also just, there will be a part when we finish the mini healings, you can also just write in all of your intentions for the collective healing and you will receive healing as well. Okay, perfect. Okay. So let me just log in here. One second. Okay. Yes, I saw yours, dear Julia. Okay. Okay. So, hi Larissa, how are you, beautiful? I hope you're feeling better. Let me know. And okay, so everything that I mentioned, the courses, the classes, the full moon, everything is down below. You, like, all the links are there. If you need anything also or my help, you can just write to me via DM on Instagram. That's like the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Okay, we will talk. And yeah, you can always reach me also via email. And you can subscribe to my newsletter at soulrising.com. Okay. Yes, Celia. I saw yours, so we're going to start with you now, okay? If you're ready, for those who are receiving the healings, you can just sit down with your spine straight and relax, or you can lay down on your bed or on your back, okay? Good, so let's let me just put some music here. Start breathing in deeply. Can you guys hear the music a little bit? Or no? Let me know if you can hear the music. Yes? Oh, great. Okay. Wonderful. So let's just take a deep breath in. Yes, I do have Instagram. It's Lana / in the bottom healer. You can find it on my profile. Okay, taking a deep breath in. I'm just going to seal the space and protect everyone who is here, and then we will go into the mini healings, okay? Okay, wonderful. Taking a deep breath in. Tewa ori koish anya saya tariwam aikyana. Niyam sai tayikyam. It's just a little light language to start to close, to seal the space. Okay, we're going to see, feel, imagine a beautiful violet sphere of light around each and every one of you. And starting to spin this sphere around you counterclockwise, accelerating, connecting to the violet ray and the violet flame to start purifying, transmuting, releasing any toxic, negative, lower vibrational energy. From the mind, emotions, body, brain, crown, all layers and levels of your field. And we see a beautiful sapphire diamond coming in through the back of your crown. Sorry, my dog. Coming in through the back of the crown. Okay, and as we place this beautiful diamond around your head, around your body, it starts to bring in new codes, configuration from the energy that is coming in now from the rainbow light. And you're starting to be connected to your higher halls of knowledge and wisdom. These beautiful golden and pale yellow tones, where there's lots of light, abundance, freedom, healing. Also connecting you to the beautiful earth elementals through the yellow. Grounding through the feet, the legs, and starting to receive this beautiful golden sphere of light around you. Iatarias atayak ayash iatisia. Tiwan yisiriat aniash aniakohoi tias ayakanim. Aure ot ayasanayan heran ayatara akyam. Good, and they're cleansing and it's like stabilizing you through the vertical and horizontal field. Good, bring lots of strength and grounding. Akyakash ayatasayam. Yang tayak ayakyasayate. And grounding into the earth, going into the crystal core of Mother Earth. And receiving from her this beautiful golden and green energy, emerald green. Just receiving all the nurturance, the grounding from her. And also activating new safety grids in your field, where you can feel safe to be in this body, in this present moment in time. Thank you so much, DJ, for your donation. Oh, tikiasati, daniya shamahatani, mala yate saria. Niwa atiukia onia shanya sati, tatasari. Good, and we're opening a beautiful ruby gem at the third eye. I'm starting to receive coding, expansion, evolution, right into the cells, into cellular memory. And they're saying like bringing the light revolution into your body, into your field and systems. Releasing any stagnancy, any weight, wherever you have been feeling perhaps stuck or paused or going at a very, very slow pace. We're starting to align you with the present moment in time, with your proper flow and rhythm, and with this beautiful continuum of life in the highest way possible for you at this time. Aligning you through your divine alchemy to your highest potential, highest timeline, highest expression. And then releasing all of the blockages, the thoughts, and everything that was blocking this. Good, and remaining in this beautiful golden, white, and light yellow energy. It's like a pastel yellow. We're going to ask all of your guides and angels, each of your own individual guides, angels, teams of love and light, to continue to work on you, connect you, heal you, and adjust your field properly for this present moment, for you to receive as much as you're meant to receive right now, and to release as much as you're ready to release right now, for your highest good, highest light, highest providence. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is. Okay, so I'm going to go to Celia. Okay, you're transmuting a lot of negative emotions, experiences from the past. I know you mentioned that you are in Portugal, and I see you like replaying scenes of past lifetimes that you had there, and those are the ones that are making you feel sad. I see like this gray energy associated. It's like a loop where you continuously think about the loss of these lifetimes. So we're going to clear this from your unconscious field, mind. Releasing from the heart. I see this like dagger in the heart, just releasing this pain from the heart. We're going to gently remove this pain, this sorrow, suffering, and also this self-imposed suffering. Clearing any guilt, shame, and any feelings of this being your fault. False belief systems regarding this. Clearing all of the victim consciousness and mentality out of this. I'm clearing this like a doom energy, like the moment that I'm happy, I start to create or relive these scenarios that make me feel sad. So clearing this unworthiness of happiness, clearing unworthiness of being happy from the inner child, clearing the first belief systems that formed within you when you were growing up. I see you even like 3 years old, clearing, healing, and repairing the relationship to the mother, with what happiness means, being nurtured means, being content and satisfied, and bringing that joy of living back into yourself. Deo odias ayash awarikiaset unuyam. Teya e ata ala akietusum. Shuri iti kient saint anit yak anyas. Okay. And we're seeing a beautiful flower bloom at the base of your feet. It's a violet flower, lavender color. And you start to ground in the waters where you are. Your guides show me that you are very happy standing in the ocean with your feet in the water. And there you start to ground and you make a promise to yourself, a declaration to yourself that you are meant to be happy, that you deserve to be happy, that you deserve to enjoy the moment, and that you deserve to be satisfied, to feel whole, and to feel complete no matter how you are in this present moment. You are whole, you are complete, and you are happy. It's like clearing all the energy of self-deception or disbelief, the lack of belief that you can actually be happy and hold this energy. And creating new structures of light. They're creating these beautiful golden threads around you, like a beautiful dress that connects you to the earth, where you start to hold this divine structure of and capacity of holding happiness, contentment, and knowing that you are happy, knowing that you are loved, knowing that you are whole. Right now, in this present moment in time, just as you are. That there's nothing else you need. I am one with God, I am one with all. I am one with God, I am one with all. I am one with God, I am one with all. And strengthening your inner masculine king template and your inner feminine queen template. Restoring the balance, clearing any power play, any dismay. Reconciling through your royal lineages. Good, reconciling through the Trinity, through divine union, through the Holy Grail. Good. Taking a deep breath in, balancing, stabilizing. Okay, Celia, you can remain there a little bit longer. When you're ready, you can let me know how you're doing. Okay, so we're going to move on now to Julia. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Sam, for the donation. For everybody who's there, this will be the last one, okay, for today, and we will do more next week, okay? Just because I have to go soon, but we will just finish the mini healings and we'll do more next week, okay? So if you sent or you sent already a donation, apart from these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we will do it next weekend, okay? Good. So for the healing, it's a $30 donation that you send to my PayPal account. Okay, for DJ, if you meant to send that, I will just take into consideration those 10 from here, and you know we can do the rest over there. Thank you, Celia. How are you feeling? Everyone can just remain in meditation with your eyes closed and everything. Okay. Good, dear Celia. Great. Okay, so let's go to Julia. Julia, did you write your question in here? Let me know. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I saw your donation. Okay. I've been having a very hard time in my relationships with family, romantic, and coworkers. Will love healing in these areas to set strong boundaries and attract loving relationships. I'm guessing, okay. Great. Okay, so just taking a deep breath in. Okay, so we're going to start clearing any energy of anger around you. I see a lot of like red and black energy. We're going to clear for the place where you are, like the grids of the place where you are. Seeing a lot of, it's weird, but it's like political strife or like ideological strife. Just clearing this from you, from your field. I'm starting to tap into your roots, tapping into the energy of Frida Kahlo. Connecting to the energy of the flowers, the beautiful creative expression. I don't know, but I see you perhaps like doing something creative, perhaps joining like a painting class or a ceramic class. I think that would be very nice for you, and to also regulate your nervous system. I'm going to clear any excess sexual energy, aggression energy, passionate energy, but excess passionate energy. And starting to bring this beautiful golden, it's like a tornado, like golden spiraling energy around you to absorb all of the black and the red, to cleanse and clear your mind. So even cleansing your face, your head. I see also the jaw, the teeth. Clearing any karmic energy that connecting you to your ancient seeing like Native American lineages, and especially connecting to the divine masculine of these lineages. It's a very beautiful blue-violet energy. And it has this cooling presence. It has this presence, this safety, this groundedness, this security. And this is just stabilizing your field from within your own inner divine masculine resources. Good. And balancing with the feminine, with this Frida archetype. Good. Balancing this beautiful red and violet with this beautiful blue and violet. Good. And creating a beautiful stream between them of golden light. Restructuring your brain chemistry. Your eyes. Releasing all of the pain, the tears. And we're going to ask that all of the lessons that she needs to learn from this experience are learned now through her higher consciousness, higher mind, and properly integrated into her body, physicality, evolution. If this is possible and meant for her at this time. Good. Increasing the capacity to see beyond what is being shown to you. Good. And activating the heart of compassion, forgiveness for yourself and others, for yourself and past partners, for yourself and past relationships, for yourself and your father, brother. Good. And God is saying, you don't have to hold this by yourself anymore. You can release the responsibility of your family, of your family's happiness, of your own happiness. You can just give it to God, surrender it to God, and allow Him to work with you and for you. You don't have to carry any burden on your own. You can give up these burdens if you can allow to receive, and allow the new energy to flow in. And they're saying, if you can create a commitment to release the old and that which you know is not good for you. Yeah, Anikya. The moment you make that commitment, that choice, all of this beautiful new energy will just come flooding in your life. It will feel like a new morning. They're saying like a fresh morning, like a breeze of sweetness. Okay, and I see you connecting very strongly to Krishna. Beautiful. It's a very beautiful, like pink, peach color. What a city. Okay, sealing all in gold. Blessings. So it is, so it is, so it is. Good. Okay. Taotikyam sahatai yahatani ahaurevade avenai. Okay, this is for everybody. Okay, so let me know how you're doing, my dear Julia. And we're going to Tina. Tina here. Oh, thank you, DJ. Okay, we will do DJ after Sam. Okay, I might need to just go and write a text, but I'm a bit late. Okay, but we'll do Tina and then Teresa. Okay. Tina, do you have a specific thing that you would like to heal? Just whatever. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, taking a deep breath in, Tina. Starting to open your field. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you're working a lot through black and the gold, which is very beautiful. It's like you're working on your foundation, your base. I don't know if you are like a healer or you're wanting to look into that, or a therapist. But it seems like you're doing a lot of work to activate your mission. So we're going to these beautiful ancient caves of wisdom. Okay, and you're retrieving solar codes from these caves. Very, oh my gosh, you're taking me on a travel here. They look like they are in the Himalayas. You're starting to receive this wisdom from these beautiful elders, from your lineage. Good. Opening, activating the third eye, the forehead, the crown. They're activating a beautiful lotus flower in your crown. Opening yourself to higher wisdom, to activate your gifts, specifically of channeling, of receiving information. Okay, we're going to clear any negative impressions from other lifetimes where perhaps you were a witch covenants, just clearing any negative connotation to spirituality and to embracing your gifts. And this is especially trauma stored in the body. So you're receiving help from your angels and guides to release this stored trauma. Could even be any conditions, illness in the body, releasing any heaviness, any toxicity from the physical body. And activating this beautiful golden codes. They're saying they are celestial codes. They're like live flame letters in silver and gold. You're starting to activate them all through your body. Good, and igniting a beautiful pink flame, pink and violet flame in your heart, in your center, cleansing your spiritual channels, cleansing your central channel, cleansing all of your receptors, all of your channels of light, energy, translation, all of your interpretation. purifying the vision, clarifying. Good, activating your Arcturian lineages, Arcturian wisdom, codes, Syrian, and activating through your galactic lineages. Good, and they're saying complementing the knowledge, complementing your research, complementing your field. Just activating different parts of your field that perhaps were asleep up until now. And properly integrating. Good, light blue and gold. And allowing the mind to expand and expand its capacities. Good. Through the light blue and the gold. And continuing to activate healing in the body, physical healing. And they're also saying to eat more green foods, like I'm seeing like leaves, plants, like spinach and all of the green things. Okay, good. Sealing the body. Chlorophyll also. Okay. And hydrating very well. Okay, especially after this too. Everyone here who receives healing always hydrate more than usual. Okay. Okay, so let's go to Teresa. I think you wrote to me once. Where was it? Here. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay, so let me see. Teresa, let's just take a deep breath in. Okay, and I see you actually doing grit work. I see you like coming up a mountain, like going up a mountain. I don't know if maybe you're being guided to go somewhere, climb a mountain. I don't know if it's like literal or if it's just symbolic. Let me see. Yeah, but I see you in this like this moment where the strength is needed. It's kind of like they're showing me like when you're in the middle of the mountain and you know you still have a way to go to the top, but you're more determined than ever to go and reach that view and go and reach that like milestone. So they're saying like keep going, you're doing so well, you're almost there. Good. Okay, and let me see, where's this? I see you grounding. I feel like it's in the United States, like a national park or something. It could also be Hawaii. Or the Grand Canyon. Okay, so we're just going to ground you in these locations, creating these beautiful golden threads of light around you. And you're connecting to the ocean. And you're connecting to the stars. It's like you're creating this bridge between heaven and earth. And this is also part of your collective work, of your work as a as a healer or facilitator, like you're pre-templating for when you start working with people. But right now you're helping like spirits, and you're helping people, but in the spiritual realm that way. Okay, and you're downloading a beautiful light blue energy all around you, like a baby blue tone. And you're downloading these codes directly from the stars and wrapping them around you like these huge wings, and then bring them down into Mother Earth. But you feel so loved and so cherished in this energy. It's like you're seeing your infinite value as a divine light. Like you're saying, finally I know who I am. Finally I know who I am. Okay, and you start to spin and start to ground these beautiful blue energies into Mother Earth, through the land, through the ocean. And you're also connecting to all of the animals, the animal kingdom, and blessing them. It's like you're bringing blessings to the animals. Bring consciousness where it's needed in the world. Good. So I see you very deeply in your divine mission. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, we're going to do some healing in the right side of the brain. Starting to clear through the masculine and the feminine. Rebalancing. Balancing brain chemistry. Releasing all sadness, depression, lack. Okay, activating this beautiful purple light at the heart. Also activating flame letters. And all around your field. Clearing negative energies from other people that were impacting your field. Clearing energies from work. Good, cleansing your bubble. And I see you protecting your baby Lyra. And she's doing well. Okay, we're just going to bring her up because she was like right at the base or the bottom of your field. We're just going to bring her up to your right side or in front of you. Okay, where she's at this same level and she's not being impacted by the earth and earthly matters, like earthly conditions. Okay, activating both of your star chakras, soul star, your earth stars. Okay, and you're activating this beautiful like golden belt around you, like a golden disc or ring that starts to expand. Okay, creating more protection, clearing your field, and also creating more momentum towards the next steps in your spiritual path, mission, purpose. Good. And also to heal your body. Allowing this ring to sort of like scan your body upward and downward and release any density, any fear, any pain, and any of the old energies from the past that are not meant to go with you forward. Good. Okay, balancing, stabilizing, calibrating, sealing. Okay. Akian sutio yatia saya shaitia ni ekia out unyakawam saya. Hi, beautiful Ekta. So nice to have you here. Anyone who needs healing, if you want to book a session with me, you can always have a private session with me. The links are below this video or on my website. And if you ever need like a healing like this, like a mini healing, donation based, you can always do that next YouTube live, which will be next weekend. Okay, so write to me if you have questions. Oh my gosh, this has been profound, guys. Everybody is doing very well. Okay, let me see who was next. Grounding. Grounding myself. You guys can continue there. Everyone who wants to receive, you can receive. For those of you who are joining late, this healing, you can receive it as well. Okay, so we have Sam. And Sam has... Oh, my love. You can replay it if you want. It will work anyway. Okay. And let me see for Sam. Request Sam, let me know. Yay, you're there. Okay. Hi, friends. I'm doing great. Thank you. I have my New York sweatshirt. Oh my gosh, doing some work here. I've missed you guys. I miss my brave ladies. Thank you, Teresa. Let me know how you feel. Okay. Okay. So, oh, okay. Sam says postpartum stuff. Okay. Let's see. Congratulations. Oh, your baby, your miracle baby, right? Well, your powerful, angelic baby. Okay. Taking a deep breath in. Wow, Kyom Sotio Kyom Pusu. Tio Wing Tio Shuyawa Tiwa. Okay, so starting to clear the energy around you. Okay, clearing any, it's like guilt, shame. I see you like in this, sort of like this channel. It's like you can't really see around it or beyond it, like kind of like a bit of a trap. And we're just going to clear this. This is through the mind. And clearing this pain at the heart level. Clearing through fuchsia and violet and gold. And starting to pull you out of that. Pull you out of this. It's kind of like sort of like a prison or like a dungeon. Pulling you up. Clearing and departicularizing these grids. And sealing this, sealing your space and time continuum from these grids. Okay, bring divine intervention, angelic intervention through the gold, lifting you up. Good. And starting to see, activate also this beautiful light blue energy. Nikim tio tio pa aha nikia mahatani. Niwa aha niakawa ma aniwa tio suniwa shama ani tonia kwa ani. Clearing through gold and clearing through a beautiful lavender tone. It's like opening your, reconnecting you to God, goddess energy, to your own goddess template, to your own angelic template, and seeing yourself as angelic as well. Good. And starting to see yourself, seeing your divinity, having this beautiful compassion towards yourself, forgiveness, understanding towards yourself. They're saying that this was a big mission, this has been a big mission. And they're saying, and you're only getting started. I feel it's like this is like starting a new chapter, a new stage, they're saying, where there is more to look forward to, where there is more energy, more light, more brightness. I'm clearing all of the trauma and drama from the family members, from the mother lineage, and the father, clearing any curses in relation to your mother and mother of the feminine in your family. Clearing any guilt, shame, fear of being magical, special. Clearing any lack of safety in the human, through the human consciousness, rewiring your safety grids and fields. Clearing, releasing all the sorrow, wherever, whenever you felt unsafe as a baby. Rewiring through the womb, rewriting the story. And starting to repair the womb. Releasing all the pain and sadness. And clearing all of the collective pain of women that you are holding in your womb. Allowing the high priestesses to come and assist you. Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, all of the sisterhood of the rose that are with you. High priestess. Restoring the life, the light through Isis. And they're saying there's no temple or place or altar or body that can be desecrated and cannot be repaired. Like it can be consecrated again into light, into life, into love, no matter what it's been through. Restoring the faith, the knowing. Good. Seeing beyond, going right through the needle, seeing beyond into this new dimension, new prosperity, good, new healing, new light. And they're telling you to work with, I think this is topaz, the stone, and anything that reflects rainbow and blue. Good, sealing with pearl, sealing in the light of the Divine Mother, and allowing yourself to be nurtured by the Divine Mother as if you were the one who has been rebirthed or just born. As much as you nurture, you get nurtured. Every time you're nurturing, you see yourself being nurtured by the Divine Mother. This beautiful golden and pearl white energy. It is done, it is done, it is done. Sealing, stabilizing, calibrating the fields. So it is. Oh, I think I got stuck there. Okay. Okay, stabilizing. And for everybody who received a healing today, we ask that this healing continues as long as necessary in the coming days, weeks, and months. Every time you listen to this recording or you watch this video, okay, wrapping everybody in beautiful golden spheres of light, rainbow light, dolphin energy. God. Oh, my dear Sam, I'm so grateful to you too. I sent you all the blessings, and if you need more help or assistance or anything, let me know. Okay? Yes, for everybody, I will share this in YouTube. I have my dear DJ that I still have to do, but I have to go now. I'm so sorry, guys. We went a bit over, but DJ, I will have you next next Sunday when I will do the live. I will do your healing first, okay? So I have you on my list here, and DJ will be the first one next Sunday. We're going to do the next live Sunday, okay? Sunday at this time, if you guys are good, it's 7 p.m. EST. I will publish it on YouTube. Okay. You know what, DJ? Let's do it. Let's do it, okay? Let's just write your thing. Let's do it. The world can wait. Just kidding. But yeah, let's do this. Okay. So while everybody's there, okay, let me just connect DJ. Okay, good. So we're going to start to open your field, your channels. Start to bring in this flow of golden and it's like pale blue light, baby blue light. I'm starting to repair all of your central channels, clearing any obstructions in the field. Clearing any obstructions through the thought, the mind, clearing any overthinking. Okay, stabilizing the mind. Okay, we're also repairing all of your connections. They're working on your spinal column. The vertebrae. Okay, Okay, expanding your field. Clearing also any energy that doesn't belong to you. I see that you're very empathic, and sometimes you absorb these, they're saying like you absorb like a sponge the energies of the people around you, your environment. So just like a sponge, imagine yourself releasing and giving back, sending back all the energies that are not yours, and all the energies that are not necessary, just sending them back to Mother Earth to be recycled, transmuted, transformed into blessings and love for Mother Earth. Good, clearing any energies from your environment. And they're also clearing the energies of news and like local news or radio frequencies, like mass media, clearing any confusion through that or any negative impressions or impact that this has had perhaps on your field. And you're sealing in a beautiful violet energy, like as if you were inside a beautiful amethyst crystal. Good, and just you're saying like, I am here, I am autonomous, I'm independent, I'm sovereign, I am magic, I am my own light, I am my own fire, I am my own water, I have all my resources, and I'm grounded on Mother Earth. I'm seeing Goddess Tara, the Buddhist goddess, Bodhisattva. Just bringing blessings to you. I don't know if you're called to work with children or with animals or with the environment, nature. But you're receiving her support in this. She's also bringing these roots, creating more support and more power in your legs and your feet to walk into your destiny, to go where you're meant to go, where your soul is calling you. That you're no longer frozen in a place, that you can move and come and go. Also activating your abundance. Good, and opening yourself up to receive. There's all this beautiful abundance and expansion and healing and light for you. But there was like this short circuit, and now that we have opened it, it's like you're just like fully open, just receiving the light, nurturing. Okay, and healing the heart, activating the light in the heart. And it's a very beautiful light pink tone, like a gem in your heart. We start to spin it, and it starts to create this beautiful pink light around you. And it starts to attract the people, places, and things that you love. It starts to attract this love to you, divine love. Good, activating your divine destiny. And they're saying this is all happening through the purity of your heart. And you are all blessed with this purity. Okay, and clearing any fear of expansion. Allow yourself to fill up more, expand more, receive more. I open my heart to God, I open my heart to receive. I open my heart to God, I open my heart to receive. I deserve to receive now. Good. Grounding to your feminine, masculine energy. Activating a beautiful golden flame in your heart through the feminine and masculine. And sealing all in this beautiful golden spiral energy. Sealing all in the light of God. Rainbow light. So it is, so it is, so it is. It is done. Okay, my love. I hope that helped you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you. Oh, of course, Chris. If you ever need anything, let me know. I'm here. I give healings. I have a lot of offerings, and you can also always write to me and let me know. I will see you guys next Sunday for another live, and ask Lana if you want to send your question before, or you want to sign up for a mini healing, let me know. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for receiving. And also I'll see you in Brave's masterclass on Saturday. It's a free masterclass for everybody who wants to join us. For healers, lightworkers, empathic beings, beings with a gift that haven't discovered. Hi Maddie, I love you too. So come join us. We will be there hanging out and having a great time, and talking also about Brave and why it's an empowering thing as an empath, sensitive being to, be of service and to embody your powers, your divine gifts that God gave you. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Ekta. I love you. Thank you, Tina. Yes, please check it out. This is the last year that we're going to do it in this modality, so it's a great time for you guys to join us this year. It will be amazing. 3 months of healing and doing this very magical work together. So I hope I see you there. Thank you guys for your support. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Also, the full moon ceremony is on the 17th. So if you guys want to join us for the full moon, it's $40 per month. It's a membership, and you get access to all my library of teachings of all the full moons that I have taught since like 2020, I think. So there are like hundreds of ceremonies and sessions of healing there that you can replay in video or audio format. And we gather every month and we do healing. Okay, and we also focus a lot there on divine counterpart healing, divine feminine, divine masculine, if you guys are interested in doing that work. All my feminines, masculines, union work, etc. That's a place to be. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna go. My cousin is waiting for me because we're gonna go see the boxing match, the Canelo fight. It's gonna happen later. But anyway, you guys know I love boxing. Okay, I love you. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye.